Welcome back to Let's Play Rome Total War Part 13, the unlucky part. The part where everything goes wrong though, that happened prematurely with last episode because, well, this is not one of those episodes where I can say, yeah, we're doing good, yeah, everything's peachy keen, we're doing good. No, this is an episode where things are pretty going to shit right now. If you remember last episode, the Britannians betrayed us, they broke our lines and they tried to siege Lugdunum. Luckily we managed to kick them out. So now Amulius's men are being replenished in Lugdunum, and then we will be marching on, well, we should be there are two Britannian villages actually, as far as we know. There's one here in Belgica, and there's one in whatever's next to Belgica, I believe it's Germania Inferior. So basically what we're going to be doing is we're going to be kicking the Britons out of Europe, and then we're going to be invading Britain, because that's going to be my plan. I'm going to call off my war of the Gauls now. I've just been using the gears in my amazing brain to decide how to deal with the Gauls. Now, basically the only way to the Britannians at the minute is through Alicia. Now, Alicia is an extremely tough city. That's where the centre of the Gauls' power is. So, we are going to be... And I was thinking the time it would take to extract my diplomat would be too long, because I'd have to sail him all the way back up to... well, to Europe, so, cause I mean that's one turn, then two turn, three turn, I don't know really. Actually, you know what, I think I will just extract Sextus Antio, so you know what, we'll just use that Antio. I was thinking if I should just recruit a new diplomat from just from Mediolanium, but actually I can't recruit one from Massila or Lugdunum. Yeah, Mediolanium is not going to make a difference, alright. I'm extracting Sextus, he's going to come back to Europe, he's going to negotiate a ceasefire with the Gauls, and then see if we can get military access, just when I can march past Alicia without the threat of being attacked or ambushed, and then I can take out Belgica, Germania Inferior, and just completely wipe the Britons out. And also, last episode we also unfortunately lost our dear leader, Flavius Julius, and now Lucius Julius has taken up leadership in the town of Arretium. He's still governor. I'm not putting him out on the field because his command pretty sucks, but he's gonna be my top man in the Senate, and Vibius Julius was named heir. Vibius is also a cool dude, you know, he's making his way up the Senate. However, Marcus is doing a bad job of leading Patavium at the minute. The profits are still down, the public order's okay, but hopefully when the forum and everything's done, we might be able to recover the economy of this area. Segestus doing good. Mediolanium is going through a little bit of a dark period. Not a great deal I can do really with Mediolanium due to the fact there is no governor. However, I will order the construction of a forum. So I'm going to cancel the public sewer. So hopefully that will do okay. So I think we're just going to go to the next turn, because last episode I did order the retraining of some men, you know. I'm just going to replenish what I can before we try and march on Belgica. So on to the next turn. Alright, so we're still on the next turn. By the way, if I haven't mentioned, by the way, Massila's under siege by Gaul, which is a pain in the ass, which is also another reason why I really need to get a strike up a deal with the Gauls now. So, Sextus, get on that boat. Yeah, you're boarding the ship. We'll sail you up here, get you to Narbo Martius, get you a meeting with Apollodorix or anyone who's important, and negotiate a ceasefire between the fine Italian people and the Gauls. You know, my war of Gauls shall just be put on pause. It's only a ceasefire, it's not an alliance, you know.
Sir, I cannot.
No, you can sail to Europe.
Aye,
come on.
Sail.
Oh god, we're looking at a 4-turn voyage, right? I think we definitely will be fighting the defence of Massila then, but we'll just have to make sure we kick the Gauls out and maybe try and scare them into submission. Profits were down mainly because I spent a bit big on Mediolanium, so fair enough. But another time, Segesta has finally expanded. Good. Segesta's just been sitting there on my coast doing nothing. Get that governor's villa up, M8. Get that governor's villa up. And Mediolanium now has its communal farming up, so now food income's up. Profits are actually recovering at least, so you know the economy is going up since we now will be selling more excess Cura and Honor. Recruitment report, we pledged a load of guys at Lugdunum, and that was it really. So we got more men at Lugdunum, so let's just get our replenished forces out of Lugdunum. So There we go. Join up with the Mullahs. But then again, we do have, I mean, look, we have an extremely powerful army for, yeah, and I'm going to recruit some more Hastati for, just for Lugnum, because Lugnum is a vulnerable city, is on our border, of course. But, you know, with an army this size, I should be able to get past Alicia. But the thing is, Alicia is strong. And if even if I was to fight a battle against the Gauls in Alicia, I'd still take heavy losses, and I don't want to keep coming back. You know, or relying on mercenaries. So you know what? We're gonna fight this the diplomatic way. We're gonna get Gaul on our side, and then we're gonna take the Britannians. And there are quite, oh god, a lot of wars are breaking out actually. Brutia and the Senate have actually now declared war on Gaul, so the Senate finally approves of my war. Scythia has now declared war on the Dacians, so it looks like the Scythians are trying to push westwards. For those of you who don't know, the Scythians were just sort of like guys who lived on the Black Sea, sort of this area where I sort of like scrolled over. There's, I guess, some call them the precursor to the Huns. I don't know, they're just like pretty far eastern barbarians who liked cavalry. But Gaul has managed to get a ceasefire with the House of Scipii, so right, Gaul has its priorities being a bit weird, but whatever, we're not here to discuss Gaelic priorities. For this minute, I'll have a garrison set up, well, you know, Amulius is basically on point to hold this area, but actually there is one thing I can do for Amulius. I can actually construct buildings with a general. So I say we construct a fort to cement my power in this region. If I put a fort here, it sort of like controls these two bridges, so, you know, it's a good temporary defense for armies on the move. It's only 500 denarii, money well spent. There we go, we got a fort up, so that's going to keep my men rested and shit like that. Still got the siege at Massila. Only 4 turns left until Massila surrenders. So yeah, there is definitely going to have to be... We're definitely going to have to fight the Gauls at this area. Actually, I don't think there's actually much left to do this turn again. So yeah, everything's doing something useful. So yeah, we'll go right to the next turn. Let's move. Alright, so some new interesting developments have happened, one of which is now actually, the Britannians have actually now conquered another province. They've conquered Germania Superior, and this actually gives me a reason to move now. I mean, look, there's a British diplomat there, just sat there being an ass, going, oh yeah, we can betray you. But actually now that, the Britannians have captured Trier, it looks like they're launching a full-scale invasion of Europe actually, so that might be why they betrayed us. It actually does mean that I now have a border. I don't need to negotiate this stupid ceasefire with the Gauls now, though it would be favourable if I did, so...
Can't sail there, Captain.
He'll keep moving. So you know what? I don't want to fight too many enemies. You know, I'm going to be squashed here. You know, my position in Gaul's shaky enough as it is. Lugdunum's public order's sinking, but hopefully this new military police I'll be getting from the Hastati will kind of restore this. End of term report. Made a little money, so whoop-de-doo. Construction report. New highways in Arimnium to increase our trade traffic and our marching speeds, and Lugnum has its stables up, which would have been good if Flavius was still alive. But you know what, while we're here, we'll retrain the Equites and the War Dogs, so you know what, we've got a fully stocked up army to police the area. New Hastati in Lugdunum, and diplomatic information. Pontus has now declared war over Greek cities, so the Greek cities are I think the Greek cities are going to be extinct, because actually we have some interesting developments in the Greek area, so we'll do something about that. And well, that ceasefire between Scipio and Gaul lasted long. I guess the Senate told them off. But as you can see, the Macedonians, I guess this horrible plague that happened has really wiped them out, because now somehow the Brutii have just suddenly captured half of Greece, you know. They've got Larissa, they've got Thermon, Corinth, they're at Athens, they're about to probably take Sparta now. And the Dacians are really crippling them. They've got Bisalora now, which is Paeonia. Now there's just Illyria and Macedonia itself. You know, the Macedonian capital of Thessalonica is probably under threat from the Dacians and even the Brutii, you know. The Brutii might actually go to war with them. There's still the Thracians and the Scythians, so it looks like it's getting very, very hot in the Hellenic area. But that's not where we're going to focus our efforts right now. For now, we're going to be basically leaving the fort, you know, sooner than usual. Forts will disappear actually after a turn of being abandoned, so it's goodbye to the fort. I thought we'd be staying here for longer, but whatever. But we are now going to be marching across the river, probably not the Rubicon, but we're marching across a river and into British territories. We are now starting Operation Retake. What was Operation Retake? Well, I am calling for, I guess you could say, a crusade, where we will kick the British out of Europe and eventually take my target city of Ibaracum, which is a city I covet very highly, considering that Ibaracum is my hometown. And we do have other problems in the area as well. Not only is Massila still under siege and Lugdunum's public order is just getting worse. Batavium's still doing shit, but it's about to get its communal farming up. Arimnium, good. Aretium, good. Sagessa, good. But look at this. Look what's popped up near Mediolanium. Captain Now, where have I heard the name Prazotargus before? Weren't you that git who sieged Lugdunum a few episodes back? Become a brigand now. You're free-roaming brigand, and you've brought some 2 warbands and a naked fanatic into my area. I'm pretty sure I fought that exact same army a few episodes back as well. But you've turned up in the Mediolanium area, so I'm going to have to get some guys out. So we'll get some Hastati and... Nope. Hastati and some war dogs. Send these out as a patrol to, well, take out this little local threat, because I don't want brigands wandering around my area. You know, that's shitty. You know, that is really, really fucking shitty. And they're going to take us up on a challenge, mainly because they outnumber us. It's 100. We're bringing 133. They're bringing 161. But once more, Hastati, they're good. War dogs. I'm going to have some uses for them. So let's jump in. It's a strength ratio of 2 to 1. So we actually outstrength them anyway. Let's just jump in and get rid of this little threat. But it's going to be a bridge battle, by the way. So this will be interesting. By the way, Varus, give me back my legions, you twat.
Rebellious slaves may think of victory, but we should make them think kindly of...
You're a captain, you don't get to make speeches. Okay, here we go then. So, this is the bridge of, well, the bridge near Mediolanium. We've marched out from Mediolanium, which is somewhere in the distance, because as you can see here are the lovely Alps. And across here, this is a road to Italia, and also probably to the mountain pass, because, yeah, that's the mountain pass over there, by the way. Look at that. I like the campaign map here. I like playing battles in the summer, by the way, because, I mean, look at this views. Eh? Who says 2004 gave us shitty graphics, eh? Anyway, here we go then. Here's the plan. So, basically, they're on the defense. They're going to try and hold the bridge. So, Hastati, I'm going to chuck you across the bridge. Simple as that. Hastati should just basically overpower the enemy units. War dogs, I'll be... Once we get control of the bridge, war dogs, I'll send them over to try and take control of the bridge. I don't want to send the war dogs in early, because if I send them in prematurely, the war dogs will just get wiped out. So that's the plan. So 1, 2, 3, do it. Okay, Hastati, just get across the bridge. Let's make sure they don't get a chance to hold the bridge. You know what? I know it's going to wear you out a bit, but just run across that bridge, get across it. War dogs, you just start your approach. We could just get across the bridge quickly. Or at least, right? How are we doing this, guys? Go. All right, it's just going to be one at a time. Yeah, but the game's a bit weird about how units move on bridges, but here we go. Getting a lot of these bridge battles, by the way. This is the second bridge battle in what, like 2 episodes? Yeah, we're no, it'd be like 3 episodes. I don't know. But yeah, we're getting a lot of these fucking bridge battles now. I hope it don't become too common. All right, no need to run now, guys. You know, that was a good little warm up. But we, yeah, we've definitely showed these guys who's boss here. They're taunting us. They're getting ready for their fight. So, spread out, men. Make a nice wide battle line, and then we shall, well, we'll just march in and take out those warbands. You know, warbands are easily killed. Very easily killed. There'll be no fucking trouble at all. War dogs are making their way over. Once the war dogs are over, I'll just have them start nipping at the heels of anyone trying to run away, because war dogs are fast little critters. Here we go, getting these pilums in. Just chuck the pilums at the weak units, you know, may as well just get them in. There we go, we've engaged. Come on, I want more Hastati in that engagement. I don't want just a few Hastati. You know, don't let just a few guys at the front do the fighting, you know. That's how we lose men. And look, there's a... Oh no, that's my captain, sorry. Oh! Careful there, Captain. You don't want to mess yourself up too early. There we go. Oh! The lone has started, just went against those naked fanatics, and he rightfully got his ass kicked. Yeah, you don't do that, mate. Right, you get into there. War dogs, get behind them. Get behind them. Try and hurry your dogs a little bit. Right, come on, doggos. Come on. Going for a nice run. There we go, starting to break them. Right, war dogs, pursue them. Hastati, get rid of those naked fanatics. They are the biggest and nastiest unit that we need to get rid of. The war dogs will start wearing out these horrible little things. So the there's the enemy general actually, or captain. You know, the rebels don't really get to have captains because fuck them. War dog handlers, you may as well just try and wear down his naked fanatics. One unit of Hastati, there is a prime opportunity to get in the back of those naked fanatics. So why don't you fucking take it, mate? Well, war dogs are just chasing these guys off. I mean, just look like you're being chased off by a pack of dogs. You get, ooh, they're getting savage. I mean, they've decided to stand and fight, but yeah, it's not working. What kind of warrior can't even stand up to a fucking dog? I mean, alright, if it was a hellhound on zombies and you were like on a really high round, I'd forgive you. But yeah, and I've actually just been playing some zombies actually just before I started recording this. And there we go. We win. Total victory. The enemy army is in flight. But these guys are standing and holding just because they're trying to fight off my dogs. But yeah, the dogs are definitely winning this one. I've been playing the remake of The Riser actually on Black Ops 3, and hey, we win.
In flight. Pursue them and drive them from the battlefield.
You know, I'm just going to pursue him just because I didn't see the enemy captain die. I'm happy, and I'd be happy in the knowledge that the captain's dead, and then hopefully they'll have gone away. Hastati, you need to get a move on if you want to catch them. You know, don't walk, run. But war dogs are going to continue savaging everything in sight. But yeah, I really like the remake of The Riser. Actually, it's absolutely amazing. I had a really good game on it actually. I just made it to round 13. I know some people say that's shit, but I think getting to round 13 is pretty good if you're playing solo. Managed to pack-a-punch the dingo actually. I will say, pack-a-punching the dingo was one of the best things I ever did. It's an absolutely brilliant LMG. Well, it's a good LMG if you're playing zombies. I've never used it in multiplayer, but I have one of the ultra-rare camos for it, so that's why I wanted to use it. I have a really cool war-torn camo where it's sort of like lava and like glowing and shit. It's like burnt. And that's the last of the enemy out of here. Good victory, good victory.
This is a heroic victory, worthy of Roman arms!
But imagine if I gave all my army BRMs and dingoes and gorgons. We'd fucking win this. Well, we did win this. Captain Titus, you did a good job, my friend. You deployed 133 men, killed 144, however 95 are remaining. And as for Captain Prasatagus, he deployed 161, killed 45 and took 17. So I think the majority of my losses was probably when the Hastati were being a bit sluggish to get in the flanks of the and the rear of the naked fanatics. It's a bit hard to pull a unit away once it engages. Especially if you don't have a good command score, I'm guessing. I think command does affect the responsiveness of units. And obviously using a captain, you know, it's nothing like using a general. Overall, Hastati did very well. War Dogs did very well. Actually, the War Dogs didn't come last. One of the Hastati came last. But overall, good performance from you lot. One of the Hastati got promoted. That's always good to hear. One of the Hastati took heavy losses, but we can always get him back to Mediolanium and get him healed up. So good victory, good victory. And we're going to carry on this episode since I was just putting down a little local brigand. I will really want to get into... I want to either finish this episode on the defense of Massila or having our... Well, not our first clash with Britain, since we did clash with them last episode, but you know, another clash with them. And who is that? Who's that? Oh, it's a Greek diplomat. Alright, I'm not really very interested in Greek diplomats right now. Get back to Mediolanium and I will have you replenished. By the way, enemy army has routed, so yeah. Basically that brigand army has been wiped off the map because there's basically not enough men to sustain an army. There's only like 45 left, so fair enough. You know, no general, no major character, since rebels don't really get to have characters, so don't matter. But oh dear, looks like Segestica's under siege by the Dacians. So it looks like we're gonna have the Dacians on our borders now. But you know what, the Dacians are my allies. You know, we are aligning with them, but to be honest, at this current situation, I don't really trust my allies at the minute. I mean, you can forgive me for that, considering when a huge British army just rocks up on the doorstep of Lugdunum when we thought they were on our side. Anything else to do this turn? Well, not really. All these cities are doing something useful, so I don't think there really is anything left to do. I do want to build a new army, but obviously I need another active general on the field, and hopefully we will, though I might need to maybe arrange for some more military policing for Lugdunum, because, God, the city's just... Let's just have a quick look at the detailed settlement scrolls. So, what is wrong with public order? A lot of it is just due to general unrest. That might be due to a lack of a governor. There is a tax penalty, so maybe if I take this off a financial build policy. Oh, yeah. Oh, look at that. If we switch to a growth build policy, it actually makes everything peachy keen. I think that's because, yeah, tax bonus. So obviously, growth build policy actually kicks a lot of taxes out. Good, what are we calling it? Good growth. Population, oh no, there's a population boom as well, which somehow increases it. Law is pretty low. Military garrison is contributing 45%. There is still some general unrest, and a little bit will just be due to distance to the capital, which is Arretium. That's fair enough, and there's a little bit of squalor. I think unrest is just because this might be a conquered city, and obviously they've been under siege. You know, the people are a bit pissed. But overall, it's, yeah, good. I'm happy with this place. We've got that place back under control at least, but God, I just don't know what to do with Batavium anymore. I just really fucking don't. But I believe that is it for this turn, so let's jump over to the next turn of this campaign, and might be fighting the siege of Massila. I don't really know. Can we get some information on these guys? And actually, while I'm here, there is actually one thing I remember to do. Narbo Martius, Decius Curtius. You might want to try and rendezvous with Amulius Julius. I will need you to get into a British city and start spying away, because we need to get some. And yeah, Narbo Martius does have a good garrison, by the way, so we'll leave Narbo Martius for now. And once more, I am sailing Sexta servers. You know, we can get a ceasefire, get one enemy off my back, so I'm not fighting on multiple fronts. I mean, if I had more active generals, I would be fighting on multiple fronts, but I only have one active general, so that, you know, my hands are a bit tied.
On my way.
But it'll be 3 turns until Decius reaches Trier. The depending on how it goes, I might not have him move to Trier, I might have him move to Germania Inferior. But yeah, Germany is basically being controlled by the British now. You know, they are fighting against the Germanians, but I don't know what they were thinking. They were doing well against the Germanians. Why do they try and annoy the Julii now, considering I'm now sending a fully stacked up army against them, you know? You've just brought about your own doom, Britannia. You're bringing about your own doom. Let's go to the next turn. Oh, here we go then. So, Gaul is launching its attack on Massila. And look, who would be leading it? A poor Adorix, of course. However, despite the fact he outnumbers us, once more, Decius Julius is a general, and look at that. He has no command whatsoever. Decius is a terrible person. And the army strength ratio is actually 2 to 3. Apollodorix does outclass me. I only outnumber him by about 20 men. Can we get some information, please? There are 3 barbarian warlords in this battle. Once more, why are the Gauls throwing all their generals at me? So there is Apollodorix himself, there is Vindex, and there is Belanus. So, oh, 3 generals who, neither of which I really like very much. But his army's actually a bit weak. There's just a few warbands, a few skirmishers, and 1 barbar. Yeah. His main army's weak. His strength is going to come from his generals. So what we need to do is we need to pin his generals down and try and wipe them out. But I will say, I'm not going to guarantee a victory here, folks. I am not going to guarantee a victory. And a victory we get here will be a very hard-won one. So let's jump into this one and try and win, I guess. Yay! But you know what? I actually don't want to lose Massila. If I lose Massila, Lugdunum would be isolated off from Rome. That could damage public order pretty badly. And it would cut my reinforcements if I can't negotiate military passage. So, you know, this Massila is a more important city than it looks, really. And it is also a trade city. I don't like to lose my trade.
This morning, an eagle circled the camp 3 times, then flew towards the rising sun. Such a portent can only mean a good day for us today. These Gauls do not need your fear. Cold steel will bring them down, just like any other men. They are keen, eager, and foolish. We need only let them die before our walls. I have never yet lost a fight against these men. I have no intention of starting today. So together, we will gain another victory. And now, to arms! Let us harden our hearts and think of Rome and all we can do for her. Then we will do our duty to Roman honor!
Harden your hearts, men, and think of Rome. We don't want Gauls in Rome. And let's have a look at how Gaul has deployed. We've got the 3 massive bastards just chilling out here. 2 of them only have small units, however one of them has a pretty big unit. I believe the biggest one will probably belong to Aporidorix. So there are, yeah, a lot of enemies to take out here. Lots of enemies. And there are 3 enemy rams which will be trying to come on our walls. One of them is led by a warband. The other one is, oh god, it's only led by a few warbands. Yeah, I think that ram might not even make it. Shame I don't have any good... I only have some velites, and this one has some skirmishers escorting it and just more. So basically it looks like the Gauls are just going to try and punch this wall down, the north wall of the city I believe, and then just try and march into Massila. But let's just... wow, Massila's a nice city by the way. We've done some nice things to it ever since we took it off those weird insane Greek people who moved in here. We've Romanized it, but look at the views on Massila. I mean, look, you can probably see all the way to Narbo Martius here. You know, just perched on this hill in the French Riviera. You can see the Alps. You can see some other mountains to the distance. I mean, those could even be the Pyrenees over there somehow. I mean, considering if you can see like 20 million billion miles, you know, there's the Pyrenees Mountains. Then we've got the lovely French coast here and one of the little French rivers just floating off. And you know, somewhere over there actually is the bridge of Massila where we fought a battle against the first, I guess the first battle of the General Confederacy or the Warlord Confederacy. This is the second battle of the Warlord Confederacy, and this time we're going to win. Well, we did win the last one, but this time we're going to win even better. Decius Julius, you will be on the main gate. I know I shouldn't throw my general in so eagerly, but right, peasants, you will also hold the wall. You're just going to be the initial damage soakers. I know it's not exactly a fun fate. The start, it will be on this wall here, so group up. I will move them accordingly as we need them. Town Watch, you will be near the gate as well. I'll move you as I need you. Velites, you guys buddy up. I'll have you close to the front wall so you can get ready to try and just chuck your javelins over and hit whatever you can. I don't have a big army here to play with, but we're going to just, well, I'm just going to have to make do with what I've got. So let's start this siege. Alright, here we go. So we're already on the move. We've got 1 ram coming in, 2 rams. We've got all 3 rams just coming in onto our north wall. They're just going to try and crack the wall. Let's just zoom in the battle map so we have a good view. So I really just want to hold them at the walls here. I do not want to let any of the Gauls into the streets and try, and like, I don't want them to make any progress to the plaza, which is actually not too hard to reach, I guess. You know, if they can take this street where the trees are, then the Gauls would have a clear shot to the plaza. But we're just going to make sure that they don't even get past our walls, basically. But it looks like one of the rams is going to they're going to try and move one of the rams actually to this wall here. So right, I'll redirect a town watch there. And I'll actually redirect the peasants there as well, because they're sending a full battalion of warband there. This one's only going to have a tiny little warband, so we'll just take those. The generals are just going to, well yeah, they're just going to sit on the hills and sip some nasty Gaelic wine because they're too lazy to fight. Yeah. Skirmishers are coming into position. Velites are already trying to just chuck their first few volleys, just have them target the warbands. There isn't really much else they can target, you know, just basically lob your javelins over and, yeah, well, he hit him there, but he didn't kill him, unfortunately. Not exactly the best battle map for a Velite here, to be honest. I'll have the Velites come back here so they can just sort of be ready to chuck their spears into the breach, but the Hastati will basically be holding the front line. I have a feeling the generals might try and storm the gate, so we'll have to be careful for that. But here we go, we've got 1 ram up here. Hastati, get ready to hold, because they're trying to pelt us, you know, just, yep. They're going to just try and soften us up with some of their spear volleys. Just try and hold, men. Keep your shields up, don't make any silly mistakes, because, yep, the walls are coming down. Well, I could have used investing in better walls for this city, actually. I regret not investing in better walls. Woe is me. Silly, silly squawker. Doesn't spend enough on defense. Spends too much on offense. Ooh, dearie, 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 dearie. What's going to come down? Yep, gate went down. Right. The gate went down, what, that freed up like 6 warband. While part of me wants to rush Decius out and maybe kill these skirmishers, the other part of me knows those warband will just pile on Decius as soon as it happened. Yep, walls down.
The enemy have broken through the walls.
The gods have not frowned on us, my friend. It's all part of the plan. Alright, Hastati, fill that crack up, please. Fill her up and make sure they don't come in. Pelt them with pillar and then stab them with swords.
The walls are no longer ours. The enemy have taken them.
They don't control our walls. Decius do a little bit of population control there. Town Watch, the peasants are doing their best to pin you. They are breaking already, but peasants are just not very good fighters, unfortunately. Town Watch, get in there. You have to take over the peasants because they will break in a minute, and then that's just going to be a disaster for us. But, you know, the peasants will have to do their thing. You're doing good, Decius. Right, get into those skirmishers, get into them. Too busy being occupied, so you know what? Just completely miss. No wonder you have no command stars. You're fucking inaccurate as fuck. Right. Oh no, here we go. Right. It looks like the Confederacy of Commanders has decided to jump in and fight us. Right. Decius, this is most likely going to be your last stand, actually, so everyone get on those generals. I'll keep one Hastati on there. Peasants are breaking, unfortunately. Town Watch, you need to break those much faster than you already are doing, you know. But they are still impetuous, these Gauls. So I think the Town Watch are not going to win this one. You know, they're fighting, but they're wavering. The Town Watch are going to break, and the Gauls are going to gain control of another area. God, just so many fucking general spat and Decius.
Shame will be his forever. Your general runs away.
God. Don't let the Gauls win, you fags. Oh God. The generals have broken in. They're just taking everything they can now. Yeah, this is a fucking disaster now. Just being lawnmowered, and I really don't want to have to call Amulius back.
So many good Romans have died for no purpose. But from this, victory will spring afresh.
Wait, we called it a defeat. I was just routing to the centre of... whatever. We lost badly there. That was a clear defeat. Because, well, I'm just going to blame fucking generals. I had the battle under control at first. I was holding the walls. The Hastati were starting to win. And, I mean, I wasn't holding that wall too well. But as soon as I cleared one wall, the Hastati would have been on there. Sent them in as a relief force. But no, no, no. You bring 3 fucking barbarian warlords, you asshole. I'm sick of your strategies, Apollodorix. You're a dirty fighter, you know what? You're a fucking dirty fighter. Let's bring up some shitty statistics. Oh look, everyone did shit. Decius somehow was second MVP, despite the fact Decius is completely terrible. And he basically didn't escape Massila, so you know what? Goodbye, Decius. I hated you ever since you entered this family. You're no Julii. You are not a Julius. You're a failure. That's what you are. You're a fucking failure. One of the Hastati at least pulled their weight and got 26. The other Hastati just did not perform. That's our first siege we've lost. That is the first siege we've lost. So we've actually lost a city now, and that was an important city. That has split the Julii holdings in 2. Not good at all. Not just... oh god, Thrace has turned up on our doorstep now. Thrace would like to trade... yeah, we can trade with Thrace, fine. God. So, as it stands now, the Empire has split in 2. Now Massila is under control by the Gauls. I need to make an action plan. I need to I need to get Massila back. I don't want to lose Massila and split the Empire in 2. I've got Amulius. I'm not bringing Amulius back, by the way. No, I need Amulius out on the front, taking the fight to the Britannians. The Britannians are trying to storm Europe. I can't let them get too much power. I need to keep all the barbarian tribes in check, really. The barbarians are my main enemy. Yeah, the Scipii may be fighting the Carthaginians. Yeah, the Brutii may be fighting the Greeks. I'm fighting the barbarians here. There's so many tribes I need to keep in check. I can't let one of them get too powerful. I mean, alright, I've already fucked that up because the Dacians seem to control everything, but at least I have the Dacians on my side. Let's go for some notifications then before we end. So, Massila has now been occupied by the Gauls, so I will need to come up with a plan to get it back. Agent detected. A Britannian spy was detected. However, he got executed at least, so that is good. That is good. It was in Lugdunum, but I'm glad he got executed. You know, that is some counter-espionage, you fucking bastard. You advance north through Alicia. Check there are no Gaul armies planning movements there, because I get the feeling Lugdunum's going to be their next target. I could try and actually play for this. There is Norcium. Oh no, wait, Norcium's owned by Dacia now. Fuck. I need to check if I have military rights to move through Dacian territory. But yeah, luckily, I actually no, I do not. Does Mediolanium share a border with? I don't know if Mediolanium shares a border with basically Lugdunum and Isis. So that is not good at all actually. Lugdunum is basically now my sole city I have in France. So basically my position in Gaul is just crumbling like fucking crazy here. So you're on the move. End of term report. Made money. Good. I'm going to be preparing a big army to basically get some vengeance. Segesta has its governor's villa up. Batavium has crop rotation now, and Corralis has its roads. So at least all these cities have something good going for them. You know, Corralis is now probably, you know, Corralis is making more money. However, some pirates have actually now have basically now blockaded the town. So I'm gonna have to once we've dropped off our Sextus in Gaul, we're gonna have to get something done.
Yes, Captain.
And I'm really questioning if I should go for a ceasefire now with Gaul. I need to get Massila back, unless I can, I don't know, ransom its release back to me, maybe? If I pay so many denarii, could I have the city back? Recruitment report. Lugdunum has given us some more Hastati. Mediolanium has retrained a bunch of its units, and as has Lugdunum, so you know we've got at least Lugdunum's garrison is now back up to well, near enough full strength. We're getting more Hastati, which is good because I think we're going to need to really do it. And Numidia is now at a ceasefire with Egypt, so there we go. There's some diplomatic information. So unfortunately we didn't come out of this episode too well. We've unfortunately lost a province, which really slows down my path to victory. However, Amulius is now on his way to Britannia. There is a Britannian army nearby which might try and intercept us, so it might be we might have to fight Captain Bolgios. However, I'm going to try and make a straight shoot to Trier. But that's for next time. So next time on Rome Total War, we're marching on Trier and we're going to make a plan to get Massila back. So I'll see you then.